Right, hello everybody. This is going to be Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, the sequel of Dark Forces 2, and pretty much just the story of Cal Katarn, once again saving the galaxy and embracing the Force and the ways of the Jedi. So the game, just like Jedi Academy that you saw a couple of hours earlier, is based on the Quick Free engine, so you're gonna see a bunch of straight jumping around, which in this game is pretty useful because there's a bunch of indoor sections. So let's jump into the game. So time starts when I got to take control of my character, so be prepared. So, and 3, 2,
Preparing for final
1,
approach.
let's go. Alright, so the first skip in this game is literally right around this corner. You have to just grab speed, just like you have to do here. And by doing that, you can actually get in here and gain over this bridge. By this, you can actually go here. That's not good. Actually, I'm gonna switch on something. You can actually go here, and that is gonna explode a very convenient hole. It kinda raised the question if the developers thought about this route. But either way, by doing that, you can actually get inside this building. The problem, though, is that if since I left Jan behind, our companion, there's a small chance that she's gonna die, and I have to restart the level. But let's hope it doesn't happen. But either way, just keep a ton of scripted stuff. And the other reason why this game takes so long is, or this level takes so long, is because you had to find these codes, but the codes never changes, so you can actually just put them right away in the console. Alright, apparently we don't have to do level 1 again. That's pretty cool.
I just want to check.
So now we're going to level 2. Level 2 is a very huge level that with a bunch of dead ends, but you don't have to see all of that because once you know where to go, it's pretty straightforward. So one thing here, you normally have to push those two buttons, but you can just push one of them, and you can get there by you can get to the top by using a crouch jump pretty much. Crouch jumps are kind of important in this game as well, because if you try to do it with a long jump, you won't get there pretty normally. So you have to try to contract your hitbox and actually to make it there. So in the first half of the game, I don't have my force powers, so I pretty much reduced to only use my straight jumping to go fast. But even then, there's still some interesting skips in this level, especially in the next level. I mean, you can actually use damage boosting in that with that mines, but it's kind of risky, and also you're gonna lose a ton of health. So in this part, these stormtroopers don't deal that much damage. It's just that they're gonna start blocking you pretty hard sometimes. So I need to wait for this laser to destroy this door. And now we can just go to take the control of a mouse droid. So here I'm gonna pick up a back to tank, which you're gonna see because a lot, because each back to tank restores my health for a small amount, and I can only have a maximum of 5, and at the same time, and it's gonna be useful because there are some sections where I'm going to take a ton of fall damage, and I'm gonna use them to restore my health. Alright, in the next level, there's a cool escape that, again, is pretty much because you have a straight jumping, so you can actually... The important thing here is try to grab some speed.
I better try not to attract too much attention.
Nice. So by doing that, you can actually cross the river and get inside the building, like right away. So kind of what expect this.
Find out what station next. Hello?
So for this part, first of all, let's kill these guys because I'm not looking pretty hard. Now I'm going to grab these mines. I'm gonna use it later for this level. So to get in the top of this cart, whatever the thing is, you have to get inside the room, but you can just wait for it in the entrance and just do a crouch jump again, and just keep a ton of scripted stuff again, or intended stuff. I mean. So now we have to go here. Luckily for us, we can actually strafe inside this cave, otherwise this will be pretty slow. The downside is that there are these roaches that can actually block you pretty bad, and it's very hard to try to get around them. The only way to to do that is try to jump over them without without losing your speed, which is kind of rough sometimes because it requires a little bit of time. So I'm gonna drop here, so I'm gonna roll to not take a bunch of fall damage. And here is the reason why I need the mines. It's pretty much because I want to. I have to kill certain enemies to continue with the level. That's giving bait. Right. Once we destroy the generator, we have to escape this building. And here's another cool thing you can do as well. If you are fast enough, you can actually catch that elevator. And normally was gonna go up and bring a bunch of enemies, but you can actually, if you are fast enough, you can actually just get in there. So the next level is a very long level because of the wrong reasons. It's like 5 minutes or so. For two main things, pretty much. One is a fairly long in-game conversation that you can only speed up but not skip. And also there's going to be a score section that I will explain when we get there. So here I'm going to grab explosives and I'm going to use them for the rest of the later in the level. And also going to grab my Outcaster, which is pretty reliable to one-shot enemies. It has a very higher rate than the Briar Pistol, so it's kind of long hill. I'm going to just take these weapons. So here you have to go to the top of this thing to actually open the holding cells where the prisoners are. You can also spam jump to actually go faster in these stairs. So just like in Academy, for some reason if you aim to the knees in these guys, it's a insta death. At least with this weapon. So now I have to go to the top.
Take him down.
So I got this for you. And now that's gonna unlock a new door. So one thing about this game is that you can actually, if you quick save and quick load, you can actually escape in-game conversations. Unfortunately, this one you are only gonna speed it up and not skip it. But there are other conversations where you can skip the whole thing.
I'll see what I can do.
So the important thing here is that we need to have 5 back to tanks because we're gonna take a ton of fall damage. We're gonna get inside a air duct, and you are supposed to activate some vents to go and down to the lower levels. Activating the air vents are very slow. You can actually do this instead. And also, this is by far the best sound effect in the game. And by doing that, it's way faster than just taking the air vents, activating the air vents and going down very, very slowly. So for the next part, it's another cave. That again, very luckily, we can actually just straight jump. Otherwise, we're so slow, especially this one. This one's way longer than the previous one. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, you have to try to crouch jump over them, so you can actually avoid them, and also you cannot lose your acceleration pretty much. And now it comes the reason why this level takes so long. There's some score section I had to do. Have to open this door, gotta go here. And now we're gonna take this guy as our prisoner. We're gonna quick save and quick load to skip the little line he has. So this guy is only gonna move forward every time I just aiming at him. Otherwise he's not gonna move forward, he's so there. And you can see it's pretty slow. There's only one thing you can do. Let's try to damage boosting using a mine. Like that. Unfortunately, you cannot do it twice because he's gonna die. He can only take one mine. And this is the other part why this part is very slow as well. It's the reason these stone troopers are gonna start blocking your way, and you get a very bad pattern. You have to take the time to actually one-shot them. It's pretty important that you one-shot them because if you don't one-shot them, you're gonna aggro the whole room pretty much. So over here. So I'm just gonna grab the med packs here, because I can animate back to the next level. So now they're gonna spawn a bunch of roaches, and I'm gonna just destroy them with the mines. And I'm gonna take care of the leftovers. This is the final part. I had to go to that button that's over there to activate the next door. And yeah, this level takes like 5 minutes. So yeah, the first call of this game is relatively pretty slow because again you don't have your force powers, and also because there are sections like this one. But once you have your force powers, this game starts to pick up a little bit. So here we have to destroy this. Naturally, you can rock and roll inside an air duct. That's way better than try to get inside by just crouching. So this next level, now well we're out of the prison. We can actually go here, and here's now a third section. First, we have to take care of this ATST. Then we have to take care of these enemies. So the important thing here is you have to go from one side to the other immediately, so you can start to force the next wave to spawn. Okay, this one. Okay. Sometimes one guy gets stuck in the door or something, and you pretty much have to restart the level if that happens. That because they're taking the time to spawn. That's kind of slow. And at the end there's an ATST that once you destroy it, you're free to go, pretty much.
Thanks, Commander.
So now we have to go to the top to destroy those ion cannons, so the prisoner can flee the planet.
Have to do something about those ion cannons.
So you gotta be careful with that ATST because the hitbox of the feet are way bigger than it looks. You can actually get stunned pretty easily. Here I can just destroy my way into the next part. So before entering this room, the first thing you wanna do is try to destroy this ATST because it's pretty important to continue the level. I'm pretty sure I did enough DPS there to kill them. And you have to kill them, otherwise it gets very annoying if you want to destroy it in the backtracking. I have to kill this guy for this key. And actually deactivate the shields from the ion cannons.
Kyle, I can't land yet. The ion cannons are still here.
And so now we have to do a little bit of backtracking because we have to go back out and take the same turret to destroy the ion cannons. Now we can just finish the level. Another important thing here is that if you're pretty low in health, it's pretty good because there is an unscripted death that need to take. Pretty much we are gonna encounter the final boss, and he's a force sensitive, and Kyle is not. So, well, Kyle doesn't have his force power, so he's gonna wreck us. We're gonna just shoot at him, and the deflected blasters are gonna just make us die. Alright, so coming up next are the two levels that are pretty much the tutorial. We're gonna go to the Jedi Academy and regain our force powers and also get a lightsaber. So C-3PO, we don't want to talk with him. We just quick load our way out of that conversation. And now we have to go to the top to talk with Luke. So this might be a little loud, so volume warning. So that's all the conversation sound effects speeding up pretty much. And now we're going to go to the tutorial, which it has the most important or hardest skip in this game. So in the next level there's like 7 or 8 rooms where you have to solve some puzzles with your force powers. We're gonna see only 4 of them because we can start doing a skip. So in the third room there's gonna be a pillar that has our lightsaber in the top. And as a way to teasing us, the pillar is gonna go to the final room. And if we are fast enough, we can actually try to get into the pillar to go to the end level, to the final room. Oops. You can actually just skip 2 steps here, but it's kind of hard sometimes. You have to pretty much cycle, jump, and ledge grab at the same time. Crouch jump. Alright, so this is the skip I was talking about. Let's see how it goes. So again, this is the hardest one, so you might want to bear with me a few seconds here. So first thing first, we have to go here. Ah, that was very close. I'm gonna get it for sure. So I need to try to grab the side of the cage. Alright, we made the average skip. Sometimes if you don't touch the cage is gonna magically go up and you can retrieve your lightsaber right away. If not, if you touch the cage, you have to do the final part of the puzzle normally. As
How
normally.
do I get it out of there?
So we're gonna do this. Nice, perfect. So, there you go.
All that.
Also, want a quick save and quick load to actually skip this conversation. So I have to destroy these boulders. But yeah, there are 2 outcomes for the skip, and either way, you skip like 4 or 3 layers of tutorial by doing that. It's pretty convenient. So the next level is Nar Shaddaa, and this is pretty much a throwback to Dark Forces 2.
Better try not to attract too much attention. I better try not to attract too much attention.
Conversation, I'm gonna quick save and quick load just to skip them.
Sure.
So first thing first, we have to go to talk with this cheese bartender,
Better try not to attract.
who is gonna lock himself in and is gonna send a bunch of enemies we can just pretty much avoid. And we have to go up to open the bar again. Other thing here, I'm gonna grab my blasters because I'm gonna use them for the next level. And I'm gonna grab these Bactas because I need to have 5 Bactas at the end of the level. So there are 2 shortcuts in this level, and the first one is right here. You can actually cycle jump from here to here. By doing that, just keep going inside a building. Now I have to call for this elevator. So yeah, at the end of the level, you have to try to get into a trash collector. And in order to get into a trash collector, you have to get around all that area. But we don't have to do that. Because what we can do is actually get here. Call for this elevator. Go up and try to do this. Had to be a perfect cycle jump. And try to land in the ledge to actually make it here. The downside is that since you leave all the enemies behind, these Rodian snipers are gonna start shooting at you. So that's the reason why I need the Bacta tanks, because otherwise, well, my Bacta tanks and also a little bit of shields, because otherwise this level will be kind of hard to try to do. Let's not die, please. Thank you. So the next level is Hideout, and here's when we met Lando. And there's another shortcut you can do here as well.
Phew! What is that smell?
So if you throw your lightsaber here, you're gonna and you can hit. So you wanted to throw your lightsaber here, and it's gonna hit a fuel tank that's gonna destroy this wall. And you are supposed to do that from the inside, but you can actually do it from the other way around and get immediately into Lando's holding cell. However, since we skipped a huge portion of the level, we had to come up with an idea to make it to the second floor, and we are gonna use this one. So here, I just jump over this crate, here, cycle jump from here, and start and try to ledge grab at the right time, like that. I'm gonna call this droid. In the meantime, I'm just gonna grab one more backpack. Detonators as well. The detonators are gonna be important for the next level because I'm gonna kill a bunch of stuff. Or a bunch of enemies. Alright. What's going on? Okay. Sometimes the game is gonna crash there. Oh, it's gonna give me an error message. Luckily it didn't happen. So for this part, we had to kill a bunch of these turrets. I like using the blaster here, it's more reliable, even though it does much less damage than the bowcaster. Please. Very long health. And for here I'm going to try to shoot all of these guys because I want to hit all these guys so they stop moving, they stop splitting up, I mean. That wasn't very well executed. Sometimes you can actually lock them in the same position, all of them.
Where's reload?
They will then start splitting up. I got this Outcast. Now I'm gonna go to this secret route. I'm pretty sure everybody in their casual playthrough found out. I'm pretty sure everybody went here instead of the intended part, and you had to do a little bit of backtracking. This even shouldn't be a secret, honestly. So now we have to go back to escape with Lando. So the important thing here is that you have to let Lando go first, because sometimes if you go first, this elevator is not gonna activate for some reason. You have to let him go pass. Move forward first. So the next level is Lady Luck. Pretty much we had to get inside Lando's ship and escape the planet. We had to refuel the ship in order to do that. So this part is kind of slow because we have to wait for Lando. Unfortunately, we cannot force push him forward or use explosives to make him advance a little bit faster. So we have to just take it like a man. And now we have to go here. So in this room, you are supposed to quick save and quick load to skip these conversations, but for some reason, if you make it to this corner in time, you are gonna skip it without automatically. I don't know why that happens.
Thanks.
So our next mission is try to open the hangar door, and normally that we had to go from inside some buildings. Well, we don't have to do that. We can also go here. We can cycle in from here and actually break this window and just go immediately into the bottom where the cage opens. The hangar opens. So this part is kind of tricky. They're gonna spawn like 3 waves of enemies, and their spawn location is completely random. But actually, you go here, you can actually force them to spawn. I didn't get it. I'm gonna try it again. It's kind of precise to land there, especially if you because it's so hard to try and move forward. So you have to get here, and that's gonna force all the enemies to spawn in the same position. Oh my god! It's a very tiny gap. Sometimes it's so hard to try to aim for.
Hey buddy, glad you made it. Unfortunately, they
okay, this is last time. I wasn't gonna do it intended.
We've got company.
There we go. So that's the 3 waves of enemies. Also, if Lando gets here, sometimes he's gonna get stuck. We have to push him forward to free him. Okay. And now I'm gonna go here to try to spawn the to trying to force the final wave to spawn in that area as well, because they're pretty much clustered, so just kill them right there. I'm gonna check if Land is fine. I'm pretty sure Lando can take care of this guy, but I don't trust him.
Kyle, we've got a
So for the next part we need to
So
go
what's
from
new?
side to side and activate a bunch of buttons.
They must have the valve closed at the main tank. See if you can get out there and open the right valve.
So 5 buttons in this side and the other 5 in the other side.
That's one. You'll need to open the other section.
Got to straight brakes to actually get here. And a wall jump here. Faster. Don't try to just spam a jump button.
Nice work. The roof is open. We still need that fuel.
And now I had to just open the fuel valves, and they have a code on them, but again the code is it never changes, so you can just put them right to the thing instead of just looking for the clues.
Good work, Kyle. We're set
And now I had to go back to the
Get
bridge,
ship and let's
and
get out of here.
I had to a little turret section.
We're out of here.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't believe.
It's okay, load this little line here.
Uh-oh.
So now I kick her first of the main guy, that's the turret. But sometimes you just shoot a little bit, it happens that exactly that. It's gonna just explode the turret.
Okay, better work.
And we end up on the level. So the next levels are in Cloud City. This one in particular is very easy to lose time because there is nothing you can do about it. So first thing first, we have to wait for this elevator to go down, so to actually go up. So I'm gonna take the time to restore my health. This is when you unlock Force Heal. Unfortunately, in this game, the Force powers automatically unlocks. You don't have the chance to pick up or to choose. I mean. So first things first, I'm gonna go here to the secret area because I'm gonna grab the secret drone. The secret drone is pretty much this spherical droid that you see in episode 4 when Luke and Obi-Wan are training inside the Millennium Falcon. And we're gonna use it to skip a whole level later in the run. So keep that one in mind. Also, I use force speed there to grab the cycle, otherwise we had to wait for this fire to go off. And this next area is just an elevator sequence that there is nothing to speed it up because as you can see there are many geometry to try to play around. So yeah, this game has a ton of downtimes. That's not much we can do about it. Two more to go. So on this level as well is where we encounter our first force sensitive enemies, and these ones are pretty weak, so we're gonna use something different than just engaging in a lightsaber combat. You'll see that. So we are now, once we reach the top, first of all there's a Grand here that can actually ruin your day, so we're gonna push him forward. And there is other healers also. So we should be back there. I got a little bit there. So this is the reason why this level takes so long sometimes. It's because there are these bends that take a ton of time to actually get over. Because sometimes you get a very good cycle and you can get at the top immediately, and sometimes you don't. You have to wait like 20. I hope it went back the internet, the stream, I mean. So now we had to go here, and now we made it to the top. And now this is our first counter with a force sensitive.
Where are you going, Jedi?
So we have a kill here, and this guy, we don't care about him, he's one of these detonators.
Where are you going, Jedi?
That's because these guys are pretty weak, they don't have force powers aside from force jump, so push back your explosives or rockets or something like that. It's kind of sometimes are an annoyance as well. It's going like that. And for this fellow, the same stuff. You can just use detonators to kill them. And at the end, we had just to.
You must be the droid Lando told me
Luckily
about.
for us, with this droid, we can actually just push him forward, unlike Lando. Which is pretty important for the next level because we had to bring this droid to activate some doors, or to open some doors, I mean. And now we have to call this. And so I'm gonna pick up here this, the repeater. It's gonna be a pretty useful weapon for the next room because it does a huge AoE. The alternate fire does a huge AoE. So I don't have to aim in order to destroy some things. So this part, there's a bunch of mines. I'm just gonna destroy by using the repeater, as I said, because of the huge AoE. There's a sick extra you can do here in the segmented run that I won't try to do. When you just try to force push the droid over those the mines and avoid all of them. It's kinda crazy. So now I'm gonna get this in. Okay, for this part I'm gonna just play safe and just destroy this enemy because these enemies can actually mess up pretty badly the next skip. And I have no intentions to go for the intended route because, to be quite honest with you guys, I already forgot how to do it. So first of all, we have to kill these 4 guys and this quickly over here, and also this one. So that's gonna force Reborn to spawn. Try to do is we jump over his head to try to make it to the 2nd floor. And by doing that, you skip doing the whole indoor sections of this game that also have a in-game cutscene that I need to skip. So for this part, I need to just grab this region, and the rest of the level is completely normal.
Pretty tricky.
So you gotta be careful with those mines. Sometimes you're gonna hit them very badly. You're gonna lose all the HP. And this is the part where you need to conserve your back the tanks because the amount in each level is gonna lower since you already have force heal. This part, just kill this guy. There's a very lucky shot on the ground right there. Just going forward. He start with throwing you a detonator and then it's gonna go towards you to try to punch you. So this level is pretty short and it's pretty much an introduction to the first boss in this game, which is Tevian.
Take him down.
Which also has a quick kill that I'm trying to do. Just grab this key, grab this medpack.
Have him. Where are you going?
I'm gonna destroy this mine. So now I have to go to the top to open the boss room area, pretty much. Okay, first push that do it. Let's open this. Also, I restore my health and grab those packets as well. I need to have 5 for the next level. I mean, I need to have 5 on next level if I want to do the next skip properly, without too much trouble. I mean. Alright, so for this boss fight, it's important to have your full force. Because what I'm gonna do is go here, jump over her, make her roll. Oh, nice, perfect. And that's the quick kill. You start just spamming your saber throw on her, and she's gonna immediately die. Alright, so the next level is Bay, and you have to activate an elevator, and in the middle of that you had a chance to fight along with Luke Skywalker and talk with him. We're gonna see none of that because we're gonna use an ice little shortcut over here. We can actually go here and try to do some back jumps. Okay, this is keep on screen. I'm really good at alignment here to actually win. Alright, that's, for me, when I learned this game, that was the most stressful skip ever. Because not only had to make sure that you are in a good alignment and try to make the jumps, You also are taking a bunch of damage from the enemies that are behind. You have to make sure that you're popping up your backpacks. So for the next part, the important thing is you have to have at least 96 HP because you're gonna do a little shortcut. At the end of this level there are some elevator sections that you have to, at least for the first one you have to wait, the second one you're gonna skip it. And in order to skip it I need to have at least 96 HP. We're gonna do that. I'm pretty good in health, that's pretty good. I even have some shields, that's kinda new for me in this level. Alright. So for the first one, we had nothing to do here, we had to just pretty much wait, hang out, stretch. Just wait. So apologies if I'm having some frame droppings, it's pretty bad honestly. I was expecting those today. I know I dropped, I got the stream once, but I hope I don't have the frame drops. So we have to wait for this elevator to go up again.
Fear me.
And now we can easily go here. So for the next one I need to wait for other elevator, but what I can do here is try to break my fall like that, and you can actually make it to the cycle of the next, the third elevator. And you say like, what, 20 seconds or so? But you pretty much trade all your health by saving those 20 seconds. But you have time to restore your HP with force heal. I kinda want to use my backpack, but I don't want, because the chances of me being pretty low in the next level are pretty high. So I'm just gonna heal in the hallway. So the next level is assembly, and as I said, you're pretty low in health, you're gonna suffer a lot. Because you're gonna walk past a bunch of enemies and they can actually kill you easily if you're pretty sloppy. So here, I need to mind trick that guy to allow me to open that door. I'm gonna get them back here. Save them here. So you can actually just get in there with a single jump and ledge grabbing at the same time, but it's kinda precise. So now destroy these generators, whatever the thing are. So I'm actually going to take a fall damage here, so I'm gonna roll. Luckily roll there. That's like the hardest roll animation for me because sometimes I don't put the inputs right. Yeah, a bunch of enemies you can see that can actually make you lose HP very easily. And this room, floor is lava. You have to use avoid the floor. Something I didn't do very smoothly there. But either way, you take a bunch of damage, it's completely fine because there's a bunch of rhythm over here. And I had to drop. So this part, I need to just push that guy away because we're all at the right time here to actually go under the mines.
Who's there? You are a coward. I'll fire a blast through at a living target.
So let's see. Normally I don't grab this part, just whenever I do it here because what I had to do here is try to open this hangar.
Look like some kind of assault.
You have to do a little bit of backtracking. Let me out. And I don't want to wait for the elevator here, so I'm just gonna do a drop and roll at the end. Kind of makes sense. Let's do that. And for this next room, you have to kill 2 reborns to trigger the next part. So this one right here, I just take care of this one, so I don't get confused with the other guys. And this is the right one. There we go. And that just opened the door, and that AT is still gonna show up. I'm gonna just LOS him to try to get outside the door and start blocking. And again, as I said before, the hitbox of the STS is way bigger than it looks. He can stomp you pretty easily. Alright, the next level is Reactor. This level is pretty cool as well. First of all, the first skill is right here actually. I'm gonna wait for the cycle. I'm gonna activate by speed, and I'm gonna try to make it to this little hole over there. And you can actually make it all the way to the other side before the next laser starts firing, and just keep all the laser section there by doing that. So here I'm gonna grab these med packs. So the important thing about this level is that force management is kind of important. Otherwise, you're gonna spend too much time waiting for your force to restore. And you need your full, and on top of that, there's an skip that's coming up that you need your full force to actually do it. And get right here. This part I can entertain to try to get your platforming right. Something I haven't done very well the last couple of days. So just wanna take it slowly. I hate this jump. So sometimes you had to. I don't know why. It's really hard to try to pull off. Why I have so much trouble with this jump? Seriously. I'm not cancelling at the same rate time. It's pretty much. There we go. And save. And I can get it to the side here. And you can actually just get inside this little hole to actually make it to the other side instead of just taking the normal route. So yeah, for the next skip I need my full force because I'm gonna use force speed, force jump, and force jump pretty much. So I'm gonna do a jump here. Kind of the worst thing about this is that you need to use your force jumps here to actually make it fast here. Alright, so the next skip is coming up next, and I need my full force as I said before, so I'm gonna wait for it. Let's see how it goes. Nice. So what happens there is that every time you use force speed, all your environments, all your surroundings start slowing down to create this illusion that your reaction time is very crazy. And you can actually slow down the movement of that elevator. So what you do there is activate your speed, do a little bit of strafing, try to jump over the water, and you can actually make it to the top of that, or to the platform in time.
There's nowhere to hide.
And the cool thing about that is you get a bunch of regen that I can actually use here to try to make these drops without dying. So now I need to just kill this fellow right here to actually give me the key. I have to be very fast here because these elevators start going up very quickly. And there's another downtime again because there isn't much to try to go fast here. Luckily for me, it's enough time to actually restore my health here. And that will be the end of the level. I have to just go here and trigger the end level trigger. So the next level is the level where you have the stealth section. You're gonna skip all of that. You're gonna skip all of that. First of all, we have this fellow here, this Shadow Trooper, that's gonna make his badass entrance. But what we can do here is try to do this. That never gets sold. So what happens there is that he gets an insane amount of speed when he starts force jumping, and I use my force pull. And then gravity does the rest. So yeah, coming up next is the stealth section that you had to walk past a bunch of enemies without getting noticed, otherwise it's a game over.
There's too many. Stealth may be a wiser choice here.
So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna save this just to make sure that I don't mess this one up. So here you wanna first of all, I'm gonna be very safe here. I'm gonna kill this fellow right here. If I am correctly, I want to one-shot him. Come on, buddy, can you die, please? Thank you. And I'm gonna might through this fellow as well. So by doing that, I can actually just go up here without getting noticed. So the next thing I'm gonna go here is trying to also mind trick that guy because he's the only one who can spot you from this direction, from this position. and the rest is just going to the top of this to the top of the ship. And by doing that, just keep the whole level pretty much. That's pretty much what Force Jump level does. So the next levels are in Doomgiver and are again completely indoors. There are gonna be a bunch of enemies that are gonna start blocking your way. So that guy, I force him to jump so I can force push him forward, so he doesn't go down. So now I have to take control of our Alpha unit. So allow me to open a door. So too much I can do to go fast with this little droid, unfortunately. And now we can just continue the level normally. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. Normally way lower here for some reason or other. So for the next part, I'm gonna use my speed because there are gonna be a bunch of interrogation droids that they do damage over time. And the important thing about that is that you cannot heal through that. So if you are pretty low in health, you're gonna pretty much die because you cannot heal yourself. The only way is using Bactas, which if you run out of Bactas, you're pretty much screwed. So luckily there I didn't get hit. And I had to wait for that train to come to stop here and I could get inside it. I had time to restore. So the attacks I'm gonna just use this a lot. It's more reliable for me to kill enemies fast or force sensitive enemies faster, and also strongest stance for one particular part as well. It's up to you. Just pick up whatever which one you feel more comfortable with. So I had to kill a guy. Coming on next is a puzzle that pretty much involves you doing a little bit of platforming. The first one is right here, the second one is right there. Let me make sure I'm pressing the buttons this time. Sometimes you can actually not press them without even you noticing until you get up, go back up again. And the final one is right here, the way when I force here. I was a little bit greedy with it. The pretty much what I had to do is activate these buttons. By doing that, we're gonna just open communications. So Rock Squadron is gonna we give our location to Rock Squadron to destroy this ship. Now we can just go to the end level trigger and go to Doomgiver level 2, which is not a very annoying level. Enemies can be very a pain in the butt sometimes. So this level, here we are introduced where our good old friend, the rocket stormtroopers, or the stormtroopers that carry rocket launchers. This one is right here. I'm gonna just kill him because I want his weapon. It's a pretty good AoE weapon. And also because when I had to do the backtracking here, he might get lucky with some shots sometime. It's gonna kill me or make me lose a bunch of HP. So it's gonna kill him right away. For this part, you have to take an elevator, but you don't need to do that. You can just jump over this walker like that. over here. And what I want you to do there is try to jump over the walker to not take fall damage. Because I was kind of low in health. So now I need to wait for this thing to go back out and continue with the level. Gotta be careful with some rockets here, sometimes they're gonna start shooting at me and they get a very lucky shot at me. Like that. Just for the sake of continuing this. So this part can be very annoying. You have to kill this guy and then open this door. However, there's a guy with a rocket launcher that can actually ruin your day, because you have to try to open the door, and during that little period of time he's gonna start shooting rockets and he can easily kill you. So that went pretty well. Oh boy, so the next level, we have to kill 2 reborns to actually continue. Anyway, I was got some jumps, so just being using my 4 speed. There goes the first one. The second one is over here. Shadow Troopers going here. This is kind of scary, honestly. Because the Shadow Trooper, if he chases you down, there's a small chance that he's gonna get inside all over this. He's gonna get inside at the moment I free Jan. Okay, it didn't happen. But he might be waiting outside, and that can be troublesome sometimes. Because if the Shadow Trooper kills Jan, you cannot finish the level pretty much. So let's see what we get. Also, the reason why I don't use 4 speed in that area, in that part, is because there are invisible walls that only disappear when Jan gets into the button. I'm just gonna play here. I don't know. Let's hope the Shadow Trooper's not being a jerk. Okay, let's see. Alright, different. So remember the secret run that we pick up in Bespin on Cloud City? We're gonna use it here. So when an NPC, if it's either if it's an ally or an enemy NPC, gets inside the level trigger, he can actually triggers the level. So what you did there is try to pop out, and the drone, it's gonna clip through that door, and since the drone is considered as an ally NPC, it's gonna trigger the end level for me. And by doing that, I escaped the second boss fight and the 0 gravity sequence. That's pretty rough to try to go fast on that level.
Nice landing.
So on this level, it's pretty fun to try to optimize. What you have to do is pretty much go from point A to point B as fast as you can. Yeah. Try to a straight jump. The downside is that there are these swamps that are not shallow, and if you get inside them, you can actually just kill. It kills all your momentum. So kind of low in force here. I shouldn't be this low in force. So this part, there are some Shadow Troopers you can actually win your day. Sometimes they start force choking you or throw lightning. Neither of that happened there, fortunately. So now we have to finish this part. This part is pretty easy to try to straight jump because all this water is shallow. So it shouldn't be much of a trouble. I'm kind of low in health though. Oh no, hell, one more back. Awesome.
Must be getting close.
Alright. So on this next level, you're supposed to take this ATST, and they're gonna send you a bunch of enemies to you. But you don't have to do that. And no, I mean you can do it, but it's very slow. So you can just pretty much strafe your way into the end level trigger. So the important thing here is that at the end of the level, you have to do two long jumps. So, and those require force, of course. So you don't want to be greedy with your force at the end, at the final part of this level. Try to be a little conservative and do some single jumps instead of force jumps. So this is the dungeons I was talking about. First one's right here. This one need more, like 7 bars or so. There's a shout to be waiting for you. Okay, I didn't take damage. That's pretty cool. I don't want to be very low for the next level because you're gonna face a bunch of rocket stormtroopers. So this is the we are second to last level. Oh my goodness! I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't wanna continue. I only have 14 of HP. It's very rough. So over here, I'm gonna just kill him. So I'm gonna deal with him. For the next room, I wanna use my force speed because here you have to kill the two reborns. I'll do this instead. You have to kill 2 reborns. It doesn't matter which one. You just only have to kill 2, and you're gonna trigger when the window is destroyed. Now we had to make our way to the final level. And also, it's important here to be 100-100 because first of all, we can actually save buffer here, and we can actually get inside this cutscene. And since the cutscene involves showing the end level trigger, we can just jump right into it instead of just fighting the two shadow troopers we had to. But yeah, for the final level, you wanna be 100-100 because there's a skip you can actually do here. See how it goes. We're gonna use force speed. We're gonna jump, and it will. Oh, that was very close. We can actually get a amount of speed and skip all this section. There you go, nice. And you don't have to just try to force push to deactivate the flames. I don't know what's the proper word there. And now we have to just fight the final boss. I need to conserve my force here because I'm gonna use force speed twice. The first one is gonna be right here to a really good cycle here in the bowl and the crushers, and skip like 3 of them. Also, time is coming up, so be ready. The final boss fight is completely anticlimactic. The only thing you have to do here is quick save, and cycle jump, and get around him. So nice, good jump there. And that's time. Awesome. Very good run. Very smoothly. I thought I was gonna take more times to do some certain skips. That went pretty okay. So that's the Outcast, a very cool game. So that will be it. So thank you guys for watching, and